The second summit of the Inter-Party Organization for Dialogue IPOD was held in Entebbe on Monday. President Ibrahim, who is also the ruling NRM party chairman, graced the summit, which brings together the presidents and secretaries general of political parties represented in parliament. However, for the second time, Uganda's largest opposition political party, the Forum for Democratic Change (FDC), snubbed the summit, saying it would not amount to much since the environment was not conducive and that government did not have the will to implement the resolutions. Democratic Party President Norbert Mao, who currently holds the rotating chairmanship of IPOD, accused FDC of double standards. He claimed that the FDC representatives attend the IPOD council meetings that set the agenda for the summit, then the party turns around and snubs the summit.
The agenda for IPOD meetings, including the summit, are set in meetings of the IPOD Council, where all members participate to the fullest extent. Why would one be uncomfortable with partaking of a meal one has participated fully in preparing?
The only problem we have is that you're not allowed now to meet supporters, you're not allowed to even meet party branches. So we are now vulnerable, and I think our colleagues are making the whole situation appear like we are negotiating with Museveni for personal gains, for money, for handout.
According to FDC spokesman Ibrahim Semujju Nganda, political parties at the summit mainly discussed the funding for parties from government instead of tackling what he calls the real issues affecting common Ugandans.
If the Honorable Mao is so happy that now they have negotiated a deal of sharing 35 billion shillings with NRM, Mr. Museveni in the budget of 2019-2020, he has allocated himself 200 billion shillings for donation. 200 billion. And them, they are just stamping that at least now will be sharing 35, including with NRM chaired by Museveni.
Some of the resolutions from the IPOD meeting include candidates sponsored by political parties will not collect signatures from electoral areas for representation. Election petitions at parliamentary level shall be handled conclusively by the High Court in 1 year after elections, and that the Prime Minister will consult with IPOD to finalize the code of conduct of political parties. FDC accuses the summit of ignoring the interests of the people and making unfavorable decisions.
First of all, some of them are going to have constitutional problems. You cannot say that there will be conditions which someone sponsoring himself must meet, and then someone sponsored by a political party does not meet. And you are going to subject yourself to the same elections.
However, Semujju told NTV that FDC would call a special meeting of its National Executive Council to discuss the IPOD resolutions and come up with an official party position. NTV engaged the members of parliament on the resolutions of the Entebbe IPOD meeting.
By looking at the resolutions and recommendations, one can easily confirm the fears that FDC had, that this is a photo moment. This is a moment for public relations. This is a moment that the NRM wants to use, using other political parties to achieve what they had come up with in their caucus.
First of all, they're a very loose federation without any legal framework of operation apart from memorandum of understanding. Now that's why their decisions have no legal backing.
The fact IPOD should leave political parties themselves to make decisions, not a collective group of some people who have even never won in elections and and found out the problems and the challenges that people go through in party primaries.
So yes, the recommendation is good, but we must be mindful about how we're going to conduct primaries and also the interests of members, since the Constitution gives them right to stand if they want to stand.
The Inter-Party Organization for Dialogue is heavily founded by the Netherlands Institute for Multi-Party Democracy, a non-profit organization advocating for peaceful, just and inclusive political space to promote democracy and unity. Suhail Mugavi, NTV.